Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. In other words, I'm doing this for our veterans because the 75th anniversary just come up this past last year, pertaining to our World War II veterans.
Yeah.
That there's not many of them left. There ain't but about 2,000 of them left.
They've died by the hundreds every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
And of course, I went ahead and put a memorial here in honor of some of the mass shootings. And what really tipped it off was George Floyd's death that happened May 25th, 2020, a 46-year-old black male that was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota,
yeah,
during an arrest of an alleged using a $20 counterfeit bill. This has been displayed and memorialized in these people's lives. All those are the mass shootings beginning in 1986 in Edmond, Oklahoma. Now, that don't cover all the shootings.
Well, Edmond was actually that was the federal building, wasn't it?
No. That killed 168 people,
yeah,
or 160-something people.
Where Philip.
McVeigh.
Yeah, McVeigh.
And Nichols. But yeah, we planted all this, and I'm not through with it yet. I'm going to go back with some smaller gravel, and then I'm going to throw some cement over the top of it to bond it, and then I'll break my foundation here. I'll break all this loose.
Uh-huh. Well, now did you grow up here?
I grew up here since 1967.
And where'd you go to high school?
Went to high school at Westview.
Okay, my sister, Kathy Roberts, graduated in 1970, but she was in the last.
In Alaska.
The first closing of Sharon High School.
Okay.
And her class 70 was that last class. Then they reopened a few years later, as I remember.
Yeah.
And
because they had a burnout up there.
Is that right?
The school burnt, remember?
No, I was gone.
You was gone by then.
I left here.
When did you graduate?
62.
62.
And then I did 2 years at UT Martin. Lived at home. My dad had a grocery store there in town, Robert's Grocery.
Yeah.
And
where was that at?
Right across from the hardware store. Beside what was at one time the frozen food locker.
So you remember Mr. Mount?
Oh, he's my football coach.
Mr. IGA guy?
Yeah.
Really?
And he also was my math teacher.
Well, was you kin to the Mr. Robinson that wound up being
Roberts?
Roberts? Was you kin to the guy up there in Sharon that wound up having the funeral home and all?
Well, that would be Robert Bob Gardner. No, well, I was not kin to him, but he was in my class.
You knew him?
Yeah, we played football together. He was quarterback.
He made a predominant living. I mean, he done well for himself, didn't he?
He became mayor.
Sure.
I was in communication with him.
Was you? Of course, you done well for yourself too, didn't you?
Well, I did.
I mean, you wound up being a professor.
Yeah.
And you taught where at?
First job was the University of Texas. Hookham. Then I went to St. Louis to run a foundation for pharmacists. Up there for 2 years. Came back to UT Memphis. Worked there for 10 years. Then I became the dean of the pharmacy school at the University of Mississippi.
So you done real well then, if you was the dean.
11 years. And then I was recruited to be the dean of pharmacy at the University of Kentucky. And I worked for the University of Kentucky for 18 years.
18?
And just retired in April of 2018. My wife is a nurse practitioner, and she was on the faculty of the College of Nursing at the University of Kentucky.
Come over and sit down. Have a seat.
She was originally Tigard. You know where Tigard is?
You're an interesting person, though, because your roots come from this area, and I'm all the time putting stuff on YouTube and telling people about our history.
Yes.
And I don't think it was a coincidence. You can welcome to sit down here.
Thank you very much.
And I don't think it was a coincidence for you to drive down the road today in the middle of me doing all of this, and all of a sudden you pop up and you got roots here. You said you used to know the Wallaces.
The Hunleys?
The Hunleys.
Yes.
The Harrisons.
Yes.
Did you know the Coopers? They may have moved in afterwards.
Not sure about which Cooper would be. I wish
How about the Halls? Did you know the Halls?
I didn't know the Halls. No. I knew the Brookses.
You knew the Brookses?
Sam Brooks.
Yeah.
He was a good football player, but he was
He
older
just
than me.
died. Him and his brother just died about 2 years ago, and his brother died within, I guess, within 3 months apart.
Yeah. I came by Alamo Church there. By the way, I hadn't shook your hand because I'm sensitive about the virus.
Hey, we all are,
Okay.
and we need to be.
Well, then you're not offended.
No, sir, not
Well,
at all.
thank you very much. But
Up there in Kentucky, was you